Welcome to Jayden's room, you guys. I have been wanting to do a deep clean and a little bit of a refresh in here, so today is going to be the day. It's a little bit messy in here, not too bad for a teenage boy. It's okay, but it does need a mother's touch. So we are going to be deep cleaning in here as we go along, because I do want to bring in some new pieces. So let me show you a little bit around and tell you what I have in mind for this room. Okay, so first, the bed area. We are going to bring some new bedding in. Jayden said he needed new pillows, so I'm going to get him new pillows. I think we need something different on this wall, some new wall decor or something. I'm going to see if I can find some. If not, we'll just leave it as it is until we are able to find some. And then, I don't know if y'all remember, I thrifted a little side table for his bedroom. So we're going to bring that one in. That one's going to go away. The one I thrifted has a little drawer and a shelf. So that'll be more storage space, which is what I wanted. And I was lucky enough to find it at the thrift store. So here is his desk area. The only thing that I'm thinking for in here is to bring in a new lamp, maybe a new pencil holder. I think that one needs a change. And I have shown y'all in the past, just upgrading just little simple things like that that are inexpensive does a whole lot of difference. So I think we're going to do that. Now this little bookshelf, I got this years and years ago, so it has held up very well, but it is a very cheap one from like Dollar General or Family Dollar or something like that. So we are going to replace this bookshelf with a white one. And now that I'm looking at his desk, I think maybe like a little shelf right here might do it some good. I'm going to see if I can find anything like that. I'm about to head to the store, so I don't know. And then here is this little other little bookshelf. It's okay, but I don't like the clothes down there showing, so maybe some baskets or something would go well right there, and just some more organizational items. So that's what I have in mind so far. And Jayden's room is small. This is a 10 by 10 room. And because of where the closet door is and the door to his room is, we can't really move things around too much. So everything is going to stay as it is. We're just going to give it a little bit of a refresh and try to bring in some pieces that just make it look a little bit nicer. So I'm trying to think of where would be a good place to start. I'm thinking the desk area. There's not going to be a whole lot going on right here, but because we are going to give everything a deep clean, I'm going to go ahead and get everything off of this desk. I'm going to wipe it down really good, sweep it underneath, and then before I start putting stuff back, I am going to go see if I can find another pencil holder and maybe like a little like shelf or something. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm thinking. And I don't know if I'll be able to find that because I'm just working right now with Walmart and with Bill's. Those are the only two stores near me. And I am working on a limited amount of time because my grandbaby will be here a little bit later on. So I want to do most of this refresh and deep clean before he gets here. And it becomes a little bit harder. So I think that's where I'm going to start, right here in the desk area. Okay, so again, this is what his desk looks like. Here's a little bit of a closer view so you can see everything. As you can see, it definitely needs some dusting. Look at that. He's got a couple of little knickknacks up here, a little keyboard. This is his diffuser back there. This lamp, I want to replace this. This is just a plastic cheap lamp, so I want to replace that. He has his Bibles up here, pens, highlighters, a little pumpkin there, and a little pumpkin here for his fall decor. And then just some notebooks, his headphones, some note cards back there, his other keyboard. And then the bottom of it is also very dirty. It definitely needs to be swept and mopped. So I will be taking care of that. Make sure that I get way back there in the corners and all of that. So we are going to get this really nice and clean. This little drawer, I don't even know what he has in here, but That doesn't look so bad, so I think I'm just going to leave that like that, and then when he gets home, if he wants to organize a little bit better, then he can do that. But that drawer, I think we're going to leave that as it is. Finally, I'm getting around to doing Jayden's bedroom. I have been wanting to do this for a while. I have mentioned it like a few videos ago that this is something that I wanted to do. Now, the plan was for me and Jayden to work on this together. It was going to be a joint project, but this kid is never home. He is so busy, and I had already mentioned getting him a new bookshelf, so he has been wanting me to do this also. And because he doesn't have time and he was going to be gone again for a few days out to San Antonio, we decided to go ahead and get it done, for me to do it on my own, and then basically just surprise him with it. And when he gets home, he can like move things around, get it to how he wants it. So I started with his desk, probably because it was the easiest. There wasn't so much on there, but it was super dusty. Plus it's black, so it's very noticeable. This definitely needed to be done a long time ago. I did leave his diffuser up there because that's where it's going to stay, so I didn't bother moving it since I was sure we were going to leave that right there. And look at the difference that this dusting is making. The table is black again, or the desk. It looks so much better now. So all that's left is to clean underneath it. I did also wipe down like the legs and all of that. I swept all the little trash and the dust out from behind, like by the baseboard. The only thing is we probably do need to figure out a better like somehow to hide all of the cords that he has. He has so many down there, and I hadn't really thought about that when I started this, so that kind of just stayed there. It's an eyesore, but we'll eventually get to it. I did also mop as I went. I didn't show a lot of the sweeping and the mopping, but that was done also. All right, you guys, so I wiped everything down, even the trash can. I forgot to show that part, but I wiped down the trash can, the baseboards. I already mopped down there, went ahead and gave it a good mop. So this area is clean, but I'm thinking before I start moving stuff back onto the desk, I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the rest of the shelves. That way, well, first, I might be moving some things around, but I think it'll just be so much easier to organize and get stuff back in here if I have like an empty space to work with. Instead of just shuffling things around all over the place, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take everything out. Now, all the stuff that was on the desk, I do have it all together. So everything that's on this shelf, I'm going to have all of this together set in one area. And then also the other shelf that's underneath the TV, I'm going to get all of that stuff also together in one area. Also the little nightstand table, I'm going to go ahead and get that out of here because that for sure is not staying. So let me do all of that. Let me clear up all the spaces, get them wiped down, bring the new shelf in, and then we'll see everything that we're working with, and I can just start setting things in their place where they're gonna go. And then at the very end, we'll take care of the wall stuff. I did buy a picture frame at Bell's. I'll show you everything that I bought a little bit later on once I start getting ready to just organize everything and put things back in their spots. So let's go ahead and start clearing out the rest of these shelves. And of course, you don't realize how much things there actually are until you have to start moving things out. And that is what happened here. There was so much more than I thought there was going to be. Now, this bookshelf was looking a little bit crowded, which is why I had already decided I wanted to bring in a bigger bookshelf that was kind of enclosed. This one doesn't have any like walls on the outside or the back. So I think one, that also made it look a little bit more cluttered. And two, it made it to where you couldn't really stand up things right there. And they were very short, so it did feel like a limited space. Now, you guys, Jayden has lived in this house his whole life, so he has never had to pack up his things or get ready for a move or anything like that. The only way that these kids kept it interesting was by switching rooms. They have all switched rooms so many times. Each of them has been in every single one of the rooms that are in this house, including my master bedroom, because I at one point had turned my garage into the master bedroom. So I was over there. Jayden was in my master bedroom. That was his actual nursery when he was first born. And then the girls took over that. And then, yeah, they have all just been moving around. Of course, now Jayden is the last one that I have here at home. And he did have the choice to pick whichever room that he wanted, so that would be his like permanent room. And this is the one he wanted. Okay, you guys, so all the surfaces are clean. The floor is clean and mopped. it is time to start bringing stuff back in here. I did get rid of the little shelf that was in here because I bought one to replace that. So I'm going to bring that in here. I cleaned the window, the little window seal, everything. Everything is clean. So let me bring that shelf in here and then I will show you everything that I bought. I did go thrifting yesterday, so I have some thrifted items and just some new items that I bought for organization and for like just a little bit of decor. So let me get this shelf put together and then I will show you everything. Also, it is the same day, but I was super hot, so I changed my sweater into this shirt. So we are still on the same day. And speaking of, I told Jayden that this might be a 2-day process because my grandbaby's coming a little bit later on, but this is moving pretty quick. It's 11:26, so I have like 2 hours before my grandbaby gets here. So I think I should, for the most part, be pretty close to done, and whatever little bit is left, I think I can work around him. So I'm feeling pretty confident that we'll get this done today. Also, one more thing. The plan was to do this together with Jayden so that I could get his opinion and his input, and so that he can kind of go through things before I put them back to make sure that he wants everything, and also to see what he actually wants in here and what maybe we can store out in the closet. But Jayden has been so busy with band, which, by the way, they made it to state, so they will be going off to San Antonio to compete for state on Sunday. He leaves on Sunday, so today he's going to be busy, Friday he's going to be busy, Saturday, Sunday, like Jayden just stays gone a lot of the time. He is so busy with band, so he really wanted to get this done though, and he said he trusts me to get this done on my own, which of course there are going to be little things that I might set to the side and see if he wants to have them in here or if it's okay for me to put them in the closet. And if he wants them in here, then we'll find a spot for them. But he won't be here until maybe like around 8 p.m. tonight. So this is all going to be a surprise for him. So I'm actually very excited to do this on my own and actually surprise him. I think he's going to love it, you guys. So yeah, let me go get that shelf put together and then I'll show you all the stuff that I got for him. Okay, you guys, so here are some of the items that I found at Walmart, and that one I found at Bell's, and this is thrifted items. So I got 2 lamps. One of them's going to be for the desk and one of them for the side table. I got him a new alarm clock, some bookends, this little tic-tac-toe game that I thought was really cool, and it does look like almost like man cave type of room. And then here is some desk organization items. So I got this little paper tray. I really liked it, and of course I am trying to make his room look a little bit manly, not so childish and not girly. I have these push pins that I found a cork board for his wall. I'll show y'all that later. And then look at this pencil tower that I found. I told y'all I wanted to replace his pencil holder, and this is so cool. So we're gonna use that for his pens and pencils and highlighters. Then this I'm thinking is an option to put some of his extra clothes that he had on the shelves. I think maybe they don't fit in his closet and that's why he has them in there, but I found this at Bell's, and it was $9.99, and I just really liked it. I like these little black candles that it has. Now these are thrifted, so I do have some more little baskets to work with. I'm gonna see if I can put those in there. And then I found a little plant. Also, look at this cool cannon, you guys. This is so neat. It says made in Spain, and over here it has this Agustina de Aragon, and we looked it up, and she is like a general or something from Spain, way back in the day in the 1800s, and she is known for having her cannon with her all the time. So I thought that was really neat. Jayden really liked it also. And then this one also says Spain somewhere on here. I don't know if you can see it here on the camera, but it says Spain. So I don't know if these, like maybe they were from Spain, somebody went to Spain and picked these up. I don't know, but I thought they were really, really cool. This little guy, I just liked him. I just liked how he looks. He's got a little sword. I told Jayden with both of these, I was like, if you don't like them, that's okay. I just thought they were cool and they would look neat in your room. But he did. He liked them. This guy, when I showed it to my husband, he knew who this was right away. I thought it was just some kind of cool little figurine, but no, this is actually another like general or something. I might be lying. I don't remember who it was or what his name was, but this is actually made after a guy from Spain, and this is from Spain. And then look at what I found. This little candle was $150. It smells really good. It smells very woodsy. Now it was used, but barely. It looks like it was lighted once, so it is completely full almost. And I got this for Jayden's room because it does have like a woodsy smell. I found this little vase. I just thought maybe I could fit it in with the rest of the decor. We'll see. This little wooden crate box also, I think that'll look good in one of the shelves. And do y'all remember, this is the nightstand that I thrifted. This was $9.99 and it is such good quality. It is super heavy, and it's got all of this is like metal. It's so heavy. Look at the drawers, a nice drawer. This is the replacement for that table. Look at the difference, you guys. That is gonna look so good. All right, you guys, this shelf is so much bigger than I thought. This is the one that I got to replace that one. I thought it was gonna be right around the height of that one, maybe like one more shelf. But this thing is huge. It's only a 5-tier bookshelf, so I just thought since that one is 4, I thought maybe it would come up to like right here, and it is so huge. But the good side is that it's got a lot more space, so a lot more room to store things and organize things. The only thing I don't like about this is that this back part right here is like a paper, like cardboard. Which is not sturdy at all, of course. And this bottom one already, when I was trying to nail it on there, it already ripped a little. So you can see that line right there. But the good thing is that it is at the very bottom. So I think with some baskets or something, I can cover that up. And then, so I'm gonna get this in Jayden's room before I figure out what shelves, or yeah, where to set these shelves on, because you can like adjust them a little bit. So this is really big, but let's go ahead and get it into Jayden's room. Okay, honestly, I was getting a little bit worried when I was putting this big bookcase together, because I was like, okay, this is so much bigger than I thought. It's going to completely fill up Jayden's room. Jayden has a small room, so I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like way too big. But it actually fit perfectly. I really love it. And like I said, the good thing about it being a lot bigger than I thought is it did give me a whole lot more space. And everything just fit in there perfectly, and there's still room left. It doesn't look cluttered at all. It ended up being a really great piece, even with the cardboard background. But I mean, come on, it was like $30-something. So it was a very good deal for that price. Also, those 2 little Spain items, I really wish I knew the background, like of who had them, where they got them, and why they decided to thrift them. Those are so cool. And each of the people that those are like made after, they are legends in Spain. So I thought it was really cool. There's a whole history to it, or to them. And I was just really surprised that my husband was like, oh, that is so-and-so. I can't remember the name, you guys, but that was so cool. I was like, really? I was like, I just thought it was some kind of like silly little figurine. I thought it was cool. I like his little sword and everything, but I didn't think it was actually like a person. So that was really neat. I really do wish I knew like the background of where they came from and where they were bought at. And also a little bit of a spoiler alert. I don't know what I was thinking that in a couple of hours I would almost be done. Like, I don't know myself. This took me the whole day. It got late. I was doing this right up until the very last minute that I had to leave to go get Jayden, which he got out of band at 8. So it completely took my whole day, but I will say it was so worth it. As you can see, I am filling up Jayden's bookshelf with all of his books, and look at how much space there is, you guys. Everything I'm putting in here completely filled the other one, and also I think the whiteness of the shelf like kind of brightens up the room a little bit. It was looking very, very dark, and I think that really did help to lighten it up a little bit. And also, as you can see, my little grandbaby is here, so you'll be seeing him running in and out and grabbing everything, trying to help me. He is so cute, but sorry if he makes you busy. He has so much energy. He never sits still. He is a rambunctious little kid, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be having him here. He is getting a lot older, and it's honestly getting easier and easier taking care of him. He's starting to entertain himself a lot with his own toys and just playing by himself. So things like this, where I thought I would have to do on days where I don't have him, where I'm not babysitting him, I really am able to do a whole lot more now that, even if he is here, now that he's a little bit older. So I shouldn't have any excuses. I should be able to get a whole lot more done now. And doing this room and getting it done was proof of that. Now, on a totally unrelated topic, I would like to know how many of my subscribers also speak Spanish, or how many are just English speaking. I'm curious because I was thinking of uploading a couple of videos in Spanish just to see how those do. I am bilingual, and we do speak both Spanish and English here at home, so I want to try it out just to see how, like I said, how they do, because I really do want to grow this channel. Like, I would like for it to grow. It seems like it just kind of plateaued a little bit, but also I don't want to exclude anybody who are subscribed, because honestly, the subscribers that I have now mean a lot to me. So I don't know, what do y'all think? Sometimes it's hard to speak English or Spanish. So I still have a bit to go. I'm trying to get things to where it makes sense for Jayden to use. He wants to say hi. Oh, say hi. Hi. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. So I don't know what I was thinking that I would be done before my grandbaby got here, or even like close to it. He's already been here for like over an hour and a half, and I am not done. I'm really thinking about it a lot because I do want to make it to where it makes sense. I'm trying to get like the game area all right here, mostly books on the bookshelf, and then things that he actually uses on the desk. So yeah, that's a little bit more challenging when he's not here, because I am trying to keep him in mind. But I have all of his colognes that I want to go ahead and organize. I don't want to, my first thought was I was going to put them in the shelf under the TV, and that could have like all of his personal items so that he could get ready. But now I'm thinking there's a shelf that I bought. I'm thinking that's going to go right here, and then I'll put his colognes right there. And I also have a mirror that I want to hang up maybe right here. So let me go ahead and show you all the wall decor that I bought, because I think, at least for now, I'm not going to do all of it, but I do want to go ahead and put that little shelf up here so that I can put his cologne here. And then we'll see if I put the mirror there, or if I just keep this frame there, maybe put it down a little bit more. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and that's what I want to do next. So let me show you what I got as far as wall decor. This painting, look at how pretty this frame is. It's black and gold over here. And I just thought it was really pretty. I don't think it looks too girly or anything like that. And it's got a lot of blues, which his bedroom does have. So I think it'll go well in here. This was on clearance at Bell's for $29.99. What I'm thinking for that frame is to put it right here where that poster is. I think that's where that's gonna go. Here's the mirror that I was talking about that might go up above the shelf. This is the shelf. This shelf I thrifted, so I'm gonna clean it up in just a minute. But this is the thrifted shelf, and this is what I want to hang up over the desk, and possibly put his colognes right there. We still have his Harry Potter poster that I do want to put up somewhere, and I am working with limited wall space, so I don't know how all of this is going to work out, but we'll try. We'll see how much we can fit up there. This is just extra. This he already had before. So I just brought it back out just in case I find a good spot for it. If not, that's okay. And then the last thing that I got is these little like cork boards. I thought that would be cool because he does have a lot of pictures around. Oh, here's some more down there. So he does have a lot of pictures that I thought he could hang up on there. Maybe like his mom from sophomore year. Oh, and then also there's these canvas paintings that I have to get up because these are the ones that he and his girlfriend made. There's this one and there's that one. That one has to go on the wall also. I don't know if I'll keep it right there. This Travis Scott poster, we're going to keep this somewhere because that is his favorite music artist. Oh, and the last thing that I got is this other set of string lights. This is so cool. I don't know where I'll put this. I'm thinking maybe above his bed right here, or somewhere over here around his desk somewhere. So that is everything that I'm working with. This little shelf, it does look a little bit old, but when I thrifted it, I did have his room in mind, and I think it worked out perfectly. Even if it does have a corner that's just a little bit damaged, I don't think it's too noticeable once it's up on the wall and it has all his cologne on it. Now, I did secure this a whole lot better than what it's looking right now. I ended up putting some little like sheetrock screws in there before I hung this on there. So don't worry, it is sturdy. I do cut out a lot. I was working with like 180 hours or something like that for this video, so I had to speed it up a lot, and I had to cut out some things. If you've seen any of my other decorating videos, you know that I never get things right the first try. I move things around a lot, so if you see me just like instantly putting somewhere and it working perfectly, chances are I already had moved it around a lot prior to that. Even the mirror that you'll see me hanging up over here to my right in a little bit, that mirror, I first tried to put it over here behind the door and it didn't quite work out right there. So now I am moving it over here, which is where it'll stay. And back behind the door, I don't think I showed this part either, but I did put his Harry Potter poster back there. Okay, I think I've been talking a lot in this video, probably a little bit too much. So I'm about to put some music on and just let y'all enjoy this. All I'm going to be doing is moving around his wall decor right here in this area. I'm going to put up his cork board, which I did end up only using one. It was a 4-pack, but I only used one. Okay guys, I'm getting close to done, but I'm gonna go ahead and get everything off the bed, change the bedding, and go ahead and put that frame up here. And I think the last finishing touches should be like the rest of the decor and all of that that's going up on the shelves. I think once that is done, I'll feel a lot better because I keep feeling like it's just so messy, and I think it's the bed. So let me get that down and the poster and make the bed. I think the bed was definitely throwing me off. I couldn't relax and see things coming together because of that bed. It needed to be made. So I took off all the bedding. That is going in the wash. I am going to be keeping that just for extras for when my oldest son comes to visit. And then the pillows, we threw them away. I did end up buying Jayden some new pillows. He had been asking for those, which is another reason why he wanted this done already. But I didn't realize how bad they were. They were very misshapen and just very old. Okay guys, I'm having a hard time deciding. I do like that frame there. My only problem is that the bed doesn't cover the whole wall, so it's not centered with the bed, but it is centered with the wall. And then also now I have this whole huge wall that is empty and I don't know what to do there. So I'm just questioning, should I leave that there or go ahead and do what I was gonna originally do and just center it over here. And that frame is so heavy. I was having such a hard time to get it up there. So now I'm like, I just want to leave it there, even though I'm not so much convinced. But I'm going to move on for right now. And then I think I'll go back and visit that. Okay, I moved it over to this wall because I at least want to see how it looks. And I'm thinking I am gonna leave it on this wall. It just fits the space a lot better. The only thing is I think I need to move it up a little bit. And you guys, look at this. How in the world is the nail on the outside? I think I messed something up. Look at that. Oh man. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it on this wall, just maybe lift it up a little bit. This frame was another one of those things where I just did not show you how much I struggled with this and moved it around. I started thinking it might fit better over the bed, like on that smaller side, which is why I put it there, even though that was not the plan at all. I don't know why I did that. All I did was make it harder on myself. And as you can see, I didn't quite center it on that big wall either. I did try that, and to me it looked funny, so I did move it a little bit closer towards the headboard side. And look at the difference that this bedding is also making. The gray just made it seem so dark in here. And even though this is a dark blue, I don't know, I feel like it just brings some color in and makes it feel a bit lighter. Maybe it has to do with the baby blue also. I'm not sure, but I do love it a whole lot more than that gray. I'm almost at the end, you guys. These next few clips are the last finishing touches before I have to go pick up Jayden. You guys, it's almost time for me to go get Jayden, so this is what I have so far. I had to charge my phone a little bit, so I didn't show you all of this, but I did put a picture of my oldest son up here in Jayden's room. Jayden's number one favorite person is my son, my oldest son, so I put him up there. And then I switched out the black frame to this little blue one right there. It doesn't quite fill up the space, but I do like it a lot more than the black one. And then I hung those string lights all right here, right above the bed. So I think that looks good right there. What did I change over here? I added another little picture of my son, my oldest, right there. And then I put his, I think this is a ukulele, so I put that up there. All that's left is to bring in his like more personal stuff. So I'm gonna bring in a couple of baskets in here and put his like percussion things down there also. I forgot about that. And that'll be it. I'm gonna show y'all when he comes into his room and sees this for the first time. Y'all stay tuned for that, even though we're not quite done. I think he's gonna have to help me put in the finishing touches. Okay, sorry. These are the last few clips before I have to go get him. And I cannot wait to see his reaction and for you guys to see his reaction. These last few like decorative pieces is what really makes it look cozy in here. What brings it to life, I think. And I had to bring in a couple of army pictures from my oldest son in here because he really is Jayden's biggest role model. Jayden looks up to his big brother so much. Like I said, that is his favorite person, and I just love that so much. It makes me so happy to know that. They have a 7-year age difference, and they just have the closest bond. Yeah, don't look around in here. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh. Holy crap. The lighting is definitely helping right now.
Yeah. Turn the light on so you can see everything.
Wow.
I did good.
Oh my gosh, this looks like a hotel room. It looks too good. Aww. Moyo.
Oh yeah, I put Moyo up there if that's okay.
Yeah. Wow.
I figured you wouldn't mind. And then that mirror right there, check if it's at your level, cause
Yeah.
so I just need to clean that because it's very dusty.
Wow.
Some new office wear right here.
Holy crap! What? You're weirdly good at interior designing. I feel like that should be your job.
And then got a couple new little lamps right there. New alarm clock. But yeah, we just gotta make it your own. Look in the drawers.
Wow, dude, what? Oh my gosh.
All of that, like you can switch it around to what you need where. Pretty cool pencil holder, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Dang! Holy crap. This is like dream room right here. Jeez. Dude, with the light off, it looks so good in here.
I know. Like cozy vibes.
Wow.
Yeah, you can just
This. Oh my god. This looks so good.
His reaction was everything, you guys. I love that he loved it. That was a genuine reaction right there. He is such a great kid. I've said this before, but he really is. And I'm glad that I was able to do this for him and that he loved it most of all. I really wanted it to be something that he liked and that he enjoyed. Now, this is the next day, so he did already go through some of the stuff that I just hadn't gotten to yet. So he did bring in some extra little things. His office chair, I hadn't brought that in yet, or his desk chair, so that's in here now. I wish I would have fixed the curtain, you guys, but really, like, I was just blind. I had like that blindness. I didn't even see that. It does look kind of bad, but that's okay. And again, like I said, the cords underneath the desk, we got to figure out a solution for those. But for now, it's okay. He loved his room, and that's what matters. And I don't know if you could tell, if you noticed, but on his headboard, he does have a couple of little notes. One of them is 2025 books, so he has a list of all the books that he has read so far this year. And the second list is a to-do list, and he has things on there like read, meditate, get active, enjoy life. When I say he's a great kid, I really mean it. So yeah, this is the next day. So like I said, he did add some things into here, which it's his room, so I definitely wanted him to do that. It looks very nice. This is how he left it. He is already off to school again, and he even made his bed this morning, so he really enjoyed it. And because once he got home, which was already late, he did spend the rest of the night looking through things, going through things, seeing what else he needed in here, what he could get rid of. So that is why I'm showing you an overview of everything right now, and why I didn't get to close out the video yesterday. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm closing out this video, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it, that you loved it, that you enjoyed seeing Jayden's reaction to this. And as always, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.